Okay, it's the 6th of January, I think. I went to work today. I took Christmas lights down. A couple hours of work. Enough to get me through the weekend, and then Monday I'm taking Christmas lights down again, so that'll give me, well, I gotta catch up on bills, but I gotta get, I'm ready for this healing, you know what I mean? So, yeah, hopefully that money on Monday will be good. I still haven't heard back from them. They were supposed to email me, like a thing, you know, with the information for our next, what's going to happen on our next appointment and all that, and how to go about it. Yeah, I still haven't gotten that email back from them. I'm sure they're busy. They are, so, you know, I've been watching their videos, seeing what they're doing. And supposedly, not even supposedly, this is what's happening. They are in their field, okay? Their field was sort of being gatekept, you know, by like established people who have been, you know, because this isn't like this is just now getting bigger. You know what I mean? This is like, it used to be just very scattered, if I'm explaining this correctly. But anyways, so these girls are breaking barriers because they're going against. So they were, what was happening was they were finding things in their viewings and in their healing sessions that they were doing that went against the narrative that the industry of, you know, of healing, it went against their narrative. So they said, well, fuck that. You know, we're not, you know, going to dismiss our client and our own, you know, what are you talking about? So they're literally like rebels right now telling their truth. Yeah. And they got like other healers that are like, thank you, you know, thank you for coming out and opening the gates for this. So the reason I bring that up, because it all ties in. So I found them through this guy, the Sanity channel on YouTube. So I intuited it. This is how it happened. I intuited this guy, and then it just funneled like it sucked me in, you know, like that intuition that I was trying to explain the other day in my other video. Like it goes like a magnet, you know, like it's just like I know that's where I'm supposed to be. That's how I know my intuition, you know, that's where I'm supposed to be. So I had somehow found this guy, Sandy Channel, somehow just. I think he commented on something, and I was like, man, I was like, damn, that's a deep comment, you know? And so I clicked on this thing, and I just felt it. I went, woof. And man, within an hour, I had found these girls. And, you know, through him, he had recommended 3 different amazing, and this dude's amazing. Sandy Channel's amazing. He recommended 3 others, so they're one of them, Tina and Karen. Quantum healing with Tina and Karen. But yeah, and so when I intuited them, it was like I funneled, bloop, and I was like, nope, this is what I've been waiting. It was like I've been waiting my whole life for, that's how sure I was. Like there was no ifs, ands, or buts. Like I said, I've intuited these healers. I've intuited the Sanity machine. And then, you know, he was like my chutes and ladders to get over to the other side, to where it's really weird how he channeled everything. He was just a part of that. I don't know. Sorry. So where was I going with that? I lost my train of thought. So I got funneled to them. So when I got to their page, all I saw, okay, so I clicked on his recommended, I clicked on their link, and it went to their page, and as soon as it went to the page, I went, loop, and I think I started immediately. I was like, that's them. I was like, this is it. I knew that was my healer. I didn't know anything about them. All I knew was their channel, and it said Quantum Healing with Tina and Karen. And I think within 10 minutes, I had written them like paragraphs. I clicked on one of their videos and put in the comments that were like huge paragraphs, you know, just telling them what was going on with me. and then click send, you know. And then I think I went back and read it, and I edited it like twice and put more paragraphs in there. But anyway, so that's how I intuited them. And that's how I intuited my, so when I intuited my yoga instructor, now that was like, that feeling was strong. It was an intuition. I was like, oh, you know, there was no doubt. I was like, okay, this was like, dummy, if you don't follow me where I'm pointing right now, and what is that? I don't know. That's not what we're here to. I'm not even going into all that. There's so much going on right now. Things are moving so fast. So, okay. So going back to Tina and Karen. All right. My God, this is amazing what's happening. So the cognitive dissonance that we've been talking about. So, okay, so and that puts me back to the sanity machine. So I've been watching, he started doing, he was doing videos on like mirroring NDEs, right? I think it was mirroring NDEs on his channel, and like he's voiceovering it, you know, and going, because normally you'll just listen to it and you'll be like, oh yeah, it sounds like another fucking NDE, and like you pick up detail here and there, but otherwise you get through 50 minutes of NDE listening to bullshit and didn't get anything out of it. Well, so he's voiceovering it and filtering it for you so that way you can see through a different lens, and it doesn't take long, you know. So he's doing an excellent job. So I'm like, man, that's amazing, you know. This needed to happen because he's doing it with truther channels. He's doing it with all kinds of stuff, like calling gatekeepers out, right? It's like just a really weird time to be calling gatekeepers out. It just seems like that's the time now. Right now is the time to be doing it. Like there's got to be a flushing out. I feel like there's a whole wave of people that are looking for this information, man, that are being gatekept by the channels that he's exposing, right? So he's already, like, everybody, he's blowing up right now. I mean, like not blowing up, but I mean, it's swelling, you know, things are swelling. The energy's swelling, like the gravitational pull is getting stronger here. Sorry, I got excited. I try not to get excited because it wears me out. It gives me brain fog. So, getting back to Sancho, what was I saying about him? I'm sorry, dude, if you happen to listen to this and your name is in my mouth, but yeah, I mean, you're just a part of my life right now. So, at the moment, you know what I mean? Oh, so he's doing these exposures on these channels, right? So all these people have been sitting on these truther channels, you know, and they're just stuck because there's nowhere else to go. All the media is filtered, you know, it's like almost impossible to find any truth, right? So that's why, you know, and the thing that my intuition is drawn to honesty, like raw, like open wound honesty, like here I am type of, that's what I'm like, oh God damn, that's me. I recognize that, you know, so that's what I'm drawn to. So, and that's what everybody else is looking for. And that's what's happening right now. So so there's a big swell coming from all these other channels that he's exposing right now. So this dude, okay, so this other guy, Matthias, I think his last name's DeStefano, right? This guy's huge, man. Okay, so this is supposedly the biggest past life remember ever. I mean, he's had like something like 12,000 past lives. This guy's been on the circuit for a while now, the New Age circuit. He's all over like Aubrey Marcus, and that whole circle. Like blue, that white witch blue. So that's actually whose interview so just saying Sanity Channel. So what's getting ready to come is I'm getting ready to do an exposure video and on this, because this is crazy, because he's got, look, man, that's a whole circle. Like he's tied in with Joe Rogan. I mean, these are all gatekeepers. And so I'm looking at this video, like I got notes. I had to write notes down because of the word salad that literally like, and people, so in the comments, it's split. People are either like, oh my God, I would be dead if you weren't talking to me right now, you know, and all the like cultish, very sick cultish behavior, especially considering that I've replayed the first 22 minutes 5 times. And some parts just have to keep on going back, like every 20 seconds, just to understand both of them, both Blue and him. And it just comes out in the first 22 minutes is just, you come out of it, and you'll see in the video. I mean, we're going to expose it because that's what needs to get exposed, because, so, you know, most people are sucking his dick, you know what I mean? They're like, oh my God, Matthias. And then the other people are going, is it just me, or every time I listen to this guy, I can't understand him? Is it just me, or you know, what's going on? So, you know, yeah, pretty wild, dude. Like, so hopefully we can get those people who are all questioning that with this video, get them onto the Sandy channel, get everybody just all sort of, you know, mixed in and finding truth. And, you know, I know Sandy channel's really adamant and good at filtering out his subscribers. So I hope he doesn't get bum rushed. You know, or whatever. I'm not trying to create anything. I'm just saying that these guys have millions of followers. That video alone was like a few days ago, I think, and it had like 250,000 views. This is Blue. This is White Witch Blue, who's best friends with Aubrey Marcus, who owned On It, and is best friends with Joe Rogan, and, you know, goes to Burning Man, and, you know, all this stuff. And it's like huge leader of his new age sect of the movement, you know? But it's just crazy because he's done Aubrey Marcus himself. This dude right here, I got a 24-year-old son, and I turn him on to things, and, you know, I'll check this out. And he's never come back to me, you know, since like back in the day. He doesn't come back to me with like, oh yeah, man, you know, that's, you know, like, you know, and it's because we can both just feel like there's nothing there. It's just gatekeeping. We're just being gatekept. We're being fucking, you know, we're in the pen, the cattle pen, walking in circles, you know, looking for the fucking ramp out, you know, to greener pastures, you know, fuck. And anyway, so I threw Sanity Machine. I threw Sanity Machine to my son, and these other 3 that he recommended, which is Ronin's Journey. Oh man, the other dude's awesome too, man. All of them are just amazing people, honest, raw. You know what I mean? Like the people you want to stand behind you with the world in front of you. You know. So yeah. So that was the first time, and he hit me back within a few hours. So I know he was delving in, bud. He was watching some stuff. He was going, wow. He was getting mind blown. He was like, you know, and he hit me back. He's like, thank you so much, Dad. You know, like he's like, damn. So yeah, man, the ball's rolling. Things are. You know, the veil's lifting, things is coming off, the onion peel's getting layered back, you know. I'm still healing, so things are coming out crazy, but, you know, they're coming out, you know, because it's the truth. I mean, even with look at this, guys, with my lifelong unhealed childhood issues, with all the baggage of 43 years, with all the fucking all the major head trauma I've had, and it's coming out of a major traumatic brain injury, and I can still. This is what I'm trying to say. When you watch this is what I'm trying to. 250,000 people are watching this, and half of them are bowing down and not understanding a word he says, or her. Both of them. You'll see. We're gonna do the first 22 minutes. I'll break it down for you guys. And then I can't even do it anymore. I mean, I've replayed that first 22 minutes already myself just to get some notes so that way I can be prepared, because it would, to like do a live version of that would have been impossible. I mean, you can't even make out what they're saying. They're just stringing words. It's the craziest word salad. And they're looking, oh man. And if you can see their faces, it's like their body language just gives it away. They're selling the script. It's like it's so scripted. He's just like, blah, blah, blah. It's like looking at Mark Zuckerberg. He was just like looking at Mark Zuckerberg, and she looked like, you know, any mainstream media interviewer, you know, what do they call them? I don't even, newscasters, I guess. And she looked like any mainstream, like, you know, after somebody said, like, you know, after somebody would say something crazy, and then everybody's like, what the fuck did he just say? And the interviewer goes, and my next question, you know, and that's how good. I was just like, what? So, you know, it's always been there is what I'm saying. Like, you know, I've always kept all of these people, and you turn it on every once in a while and you're like, yeah, it still just sounds like noise, and you turn it back off until you get the right filter, the right lens, until that gate is, you know, until you can see past that fucking cow in front of you and see that gate up ahead and go, oh shit, man, hey, watch out, let me squeeze by you, bud, you know. And then all of a sudden you get sucked in, man. Right now I'm in the middle of this tunnel. I got sucked in through the sanding machine. Materiality, man. Oh dude, I'll plug these people, man, because they're all just amazing. This is what I've been waiting for, guys. I haven't been socializing until, this is what has allowed me to break out, is finding these people has allowed me and given me my voice again. Since I found the sanding machine, since I came across his videos and his raw honesty, it was so refreshing. It gave me that healing fucking bump, you know, and then to be funneled straight away, you know, into Tina and Karen. It already within a couple days have had my first interview, and be doing this, and yeah, having a reason to live, because I mean, just watching what Sanding Machine has done in the past, I think it's only been a few days, a week at the most, maybe a few days since I found him. I mean, this has transpired like that. Bam, boom. And everything's changed. Everything's opened up. You know, my voice is coming. I'm able to, but it took that honesty from a complete stranger. You know, it took two things. It took him telling his truth, and then it took me trusting my intuition, you know, and trusting myself. So it took those two things. It took both those things. So it's a beautiful thing, man. I'm pumped. I'm ready to make this video. I got 3 little note cards here, and I just can't wait for y'all to like as much as I've enjoyed Sanding Machine's videos. I can't wait. Like, I know how that feels to like just go, oh man, look how nice that is to see that somebody else is getting this shit, you know. But just to know that 250,000 people have turned into that video, and you know, he's just going to keep on. He's going to go on to the next interview and to the next one. Oh, wait till you hear. And I mean, it gets sick. Oh, it gets really sick, guys, because then he really goes into the, or they both go into the love bombing. Like, oh man, like blaming poor people for being poor. Like, oh man, it's really bad. Like, if you're really listening,
power off.
If you're really listening to what they're saying, which we will, the connotations and the implications of what they're saying, and they just gloss over with like a robotic smile and a you know, like a groupthink, just like robotic mentality is. They are gatekeeping like motherfuckers, guys. It's bad, man. Man, but I feel like people, this is what's happening. Like I feel my intuition is telling me like this shit, like all this shit's happening for a reason right now. And you know, because I'm feeling, intuiting such a hunger in these message boards. Like, I'm feeling a hunger for truth. Like, I'm feeling a hunger for, like, what I was feeling when I found Sanity Machine on a message board. You know what I mean? Like, people just like, oh my God, and taking a look real quick in between their busy fucking life. It's okay, can I find, is there going to be a spark? You know? And then finding that one comment and then going, boom, you know? And then it changing your whole fucking course and resetting everything and dropping the next onion layer, you know what I mean? So I think we're on a good course as long as everybody remains open, raw, honest, no agendas other than to expose the truth. And, you know, I think we're all in agreement in helping each other to figure out and working together as far as being honest to get the fuck up out of here. I think that's what's happening. That's what it feels like to me. But anyways, oh, so shit. Yeah, I'm ready to make the video. But, so my other son, he moved to California, but he left his laptop here, but I don't have the code for that. And then I'm picking my other son up later tonight, but he only has a cell phone. So either way, it's going to get made. I want to do it now, but I had to put this out as a precursor, because yeah, I'm pretty excited, man. I haven't wanted to live, you know. I wanted to live long enough to make my amends with my kids and then, you know, to heal. But healing has been such a drag until I got on this past few days, and then all of a sudden it just, you know, it sparked the soul back in me and the light, and gave me my voice again. And, you know, and I'll pay for it. I'll be tired of shit, you know, being so excited. This is the most excited I've been in a minute. So, yep, looking forward to sharing it with y'all.